and salam sejahtera. First thing first, saya Nofana binti Masdan. I would like to say thank you for joining our discussion today about enhancement of medical images using frequency domain filtering. So before we moving to the next one, I think each of us can introduce yourself first before we move. We can start with ET first, maybe.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Siti Nazira. You can call me E.T. Next.
Hi, my name is Nurul Ain. Can call me Ain.
Okay, and my name is Muhammad Fitri. You all can call me Fitri.
All right, thank you everyone. So first thing first, before we discuss, previously our madam already told us that we can use a different type of images instead of the medical images, right? So that's why we choose the image that have a tree, moon, and so on, so that it can evaluate more, explain more about what we are doing. So maybe we can start with ET straight about our discussion.
Sure. So the first thing is we did to convert the image into the grayscale as the in the guideline. So after I'm reading more about the guidelines, so I understood that the frequency filtering should be works on image intensity. So we use the gray scales to make the processing much simpler. After that, we will apply the fast Fourier transform, or we call FFT.
So, what exactly does this FFT do? Exactly.
Oh, in a simple words, FFT changed the image from the spatial domain into the frequency domain. Normally, we look at the image as a pixel, right? So, but after the FFT, MATLAB look at the image based on the frequency instead. So, wait, before that, we take the picture, abstract picture, painting tu, and then we use the MATLAB apps untuk calculate semua lah. Okay.
What about the outside?
The outside area, high frequency region. So I show the image as you can see. This one the image yang we choose. So the outer area is the high frequency. This one, high frequency. You can see this one. This is the way we find the age,
I think
texture, and finds
before
very.
I think before the frequency, we should adjust the grayscale first, right?
Yeah. This
This
one,
one.
grayscales. We convert from the
Using
original image into the grayscale image, and then we apply the Fourier transform.
frequency.
Frequency. So the age, bucu-bucu ni, this one is high frequency. The center is the low frequency. The high frequency very details lah. Okay.
So,
Farhana, can you
okay, now let's look at the filter. So Hafana, can you explain about the first one?
Okay, so after the frequency, right? So you imagine like this, the FFT is like one flow. You need to one to each another, and so on, right? So just now is about the high frequency, that the frequency spectrum, right? So this one is for the low pass filter. Low pass filter is like this. If when we compare with the original image, the first thing that we noticed was the image will become much smoother after you apply the filter. And the color was still there, and we understood we can still recognize the image, but the tree branches and so on are not sharp anymore. But then in the same time, with the command from the MATLAB, so it's just like you imagine the low pass filter, the black one is similar with the frequency spectrum. The high frequency you can't pass, but within the low frequency, you can pass. That's the meaning of the low pass filter like this, the images of this one.
Oh.
The high frequency and also the low frequency. So it's like related to one each other. Mm-hmm.
I noticed that too. It would looks softer.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, because the low pass filter remove most of the high frequency information. So this filter is actually useful for reducing the noise. But if we apply too much filtering, we might lose the important detail. So you must balance it. Uh,
Okay.
mhm.
So,
Same goes to the uh what we call the high pass filter, isn't it? Yes.
hmm, how
Remember
about
that day we
the high pass filter?
high pass filter for the high pass filter this one this one is like almost opposite lah actually. The three branches become much clearer. You can see this one, the high pass filter image and also this one, right? So yeah, even the brush stroke also become more obvious for the high pass filter. I think later when we write a full report, we should label and so on, so it's easy for us to recognize.
Hmm.
Mm.
But it also look rougher.
Yes, because the high pass filter, it what you call enhance the both edge and noise. So that's why the image doesn't look as natural anymore.
Uh, Kain. So finally we should apply the band pass filter, right?
Yeah, I actually think this one looks the most balanced.
Mm-hmm. Agree, kind.
It gives only a selected range of frequencies. So compared to the high pass filter, the image still has some smooth information, but important details are also preserved. That's why it doesn't look too blurry or too rough.
So there is no filter.
Exactly. It depends on what we want to achieve. If we want to reduce noise, low pass filter is suitable. If we want to highlight edges, high pass is better. And if we want a balance, then band pass is a good choice.
But although we use the scenery image, can this concept be applied in medical imaging?
Of course, the same concept is used in X-ray, CT, MRI image processing. Filter also can improve the image quality by reducing the noise, of course, and enhance the certain structures. However, when we apply too much filter, some diagnostic informations might be lost.
Mm-hmm. That's why, right? The filter image should always be compared with the original one.
So what the biggest challenge for our group?
Honestly, finding a time when everyone was free.
Of course, Kak Ain, because yalah, some of us got class and just now Abang Fikri also baru balik OT, right? Iti pun baru balik kerja, right? Different
Hmm.
schedule lah.
Yeah, that's why kita selalu discuss on WhatsApp. So
That's fine.
Sometimes I also reply in the morning.
And the person replied, now.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, but lucky lah, everyone complete their own task at time. So now we just only discuss what the outcome from each of the contribution, and then we complete in one one project, right?
Hmm. Maybe everyone can share what our responsibility for.
What about you, Mr. Fitri?
Hmm.
You said
For
first.
me, I prepare the introduction and the
Mm-hmm.
project objective, and I collect the reference and also coordinate our group discussion. How about you, Ati?
Oh, yeah, and then I handle the MATLAB part lah, of course. Sebab apa? I try to do all the comment, and then when ada satu salah error pun, so dia tak detect. So I have to be so careful to put the comment. So and then I apply this apa fast filter transform and all the filter image lah.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, my job scope, normally for this one I analyze lah the result and I compare between the low, high, and also the band pass filter. And I also explain how the image filter change between one to another and so on. Mhm.
Um, for me, I compiled the report and wrote the discussion, challenges, and conclusion. And I checked the grammar and prepared for the final report before submission.
Okay, okay, okay. So before we end, what do you think everyone learned from this project?
For me personally, I understand a bit about the what the Fourier transform actually does. So before this, I don't know anything.
Like for me, like each filter have a different purpose, right? So that's mean like no single filter that's suitable for every situation. So that's mean like every filter have their own purpose also.
For me, I think besides learning MATLAB, we also improve our teamwork.
Mm.
Even though we couldn't always meet face to face, but we still managed to communicate well and complete the assignment together.
Yeah, I agree. Overall, this project helped us understand the frequency domain filtering and how the different filter affect image quality. So, thank you everybody. Thank you for
Thank you,
watching.
Mhm.
everyone.
Thank
So I
you.
think that's all. I think we complete already
Yeah.
our discussion. Thank you so much for your time, effort, and so on. And good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
everyone. I think
you.
that's all for today,
Bye.
right?
Thank
Okay,
you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Bye
Bye.
bye.
bye bye.